Welcome to our Posh podcast. I'm your host, Gabrielle, here with my whole panel of amazing co-hosts. Miss Polly in town, which is our favorite. Thank you for driving all the way here.
Hello.
We love having you here.
Love being here.
My daughter, Marcella.
Hello.
My son, Gino.
Let's go.
The amazing brother pair, Bernie.
Hello, hello.
And the incredible fire chief, Fort Worth fire chief, right? Is that right?
That's right.
Battalion chief.
Battalion chief.
chief.
I knew I was missing a word. And DJ Spider.
Hola.
Hola. We're going to jump right into this. And this is a question. What is something that makes you say, man, I fucking hate people?
Oh my God. I
Walking
say that
into the
so
old
many
building.
times during a day.
Pick it. Oh my gosh. Pick a time.
So I'm going to throw some out, but if you think of some yourselves, you just jump right in.
Write a list.
Yep. When people twist the truth and accuse you of things you didn't do and people side with them, one of them. And someone goes, oh boy, I went through a divorce. I could prove every lie she told wasn't true.
That's probably where that happens the most. I bet when divorce or like
Right.
a split and then friends choose or you have the
Sides.
sides and that. I feel like that's, I don't know if that's one of the hardest things.
I used to care about that when I went through my divorce, and then I got to the point where I realized why we were getting divorced, and I didn't give a shit afterwards. I was like, "Fuck it,"
You
it
know,
didn't matter.
when
But I
I
did
went
for a while.
through my divorce, my mom, right before my mom said, I hope you're prepared to lose all your friends. And I said, what do you mean? They're all my friends. I'm not losing my friends.
Did you keep them?
I kept a lot of them, but a lot of them I didn't, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
Because people are just so used to you as a unit,
Yep.
not just as a couple, but as a family unit as well.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do with it.
So they just kind of like
They just like go away.
stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Was when you went through your divorce?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. I mean, there's some people that just don't talk to me anymore or like unfollowed me or whatever or unfriended. I don't care. But I have 2 different pages.
Yeah.
Because there's, people that I don't want on that other page. And so, but there's still people that know both of us and I'm like, whatever.
I do hate when people don't know the real truth though.
Yeah.
And just
And make
believe
Very
assumptions.
hard. And you're always supposed to be quiet and not say
especially when
anything.
it's on social media and you try to be the bigger person and you're like, this is so not true.
Yeah.
Man, so do you have people blasting you on social media? I guess I would imagine you probably have.
I've had when I did the Netflix show,
Oh, I forgot about that.
there was that from some of the dance moms. And then,
That would blast you on social media?
yeah, in a way that was like making fun of.
Yeah.
But exes,
In the
yes.
passive aggressive kind of
Yeah,
way.
but then I've had an ex on social media totally blast me
Who?
nonstop.
You can bleep it out.
Well,
Who?
it's
Andy.
the same one.
Oh,
Always.
Jesus Christ.
But it
That
was
doesn't
always
count.
like,
Tic tac man.
Yeah. Gosh.
How about when someone did something obviously wrong and they still openly deny it? Deny.
that's where I'll say, shut the fuck up.
There it is.
Appropriately. That's so
Organic. That was a good. It just worked.
And stop lying. Oh, I can't stand it. To my face, you look me right in the eyes and you just keep doing it.
I hate that.
And I know. I know that you know that I know.
Oh, I hate that just as much.
Yeah.
I saw it. I saw you. I
Yeah.
saw it. I heard it. What do you mean you didn't do it?
When someone lies about you to
Yes.
other people,
Oh, that
and you're
too.
looking at them, they're, "Yeah, but you did that," and you're like, "I'm looking at you right now. You know, we know. I know, you know the truth.
See,
I know they're listening, but you know."
yeah. Horrible.
That's so funny.
Oh gosh.
So crazy. Oh, man.
I think lies will make you go crazy.
Yes, they do.
So that's very frustrating.
Well, there's a sense of injustice that you're wanting to be. You want it to be. You want the truth.
They're
out there.
impugning your integrity.
Yeah. Well, and
It is a hit.
Yeah.
I guess a perceived hit to your integrity.
Right.
But
Well, and I'm someone who, like, if I do wrong, I'll say it. Like, I'm not a prideful person. So I'll say, okay,
Yeah.
you're right. I made a mistake. I'm sorry, whatever. I just hate when people are like, yeah, whatever. Moving on. We're not going to think about my mistake. No, I'm kidding. I'm not like that. But I don't like when people don't take responsibility. And I think the lying comes with that. Like, just sometimes I would respect you a lot more if you just say it. Like, okay, that's what I did.
I did do that.
I did do that and I'm sorry. I can move on. But like the lying. I hate
Just admit it. I'll forgive you. Just admit it. Okay.
Exactly.
That's bullshit. Y'all would hate them just as much.
No, I'm telling you,
You can forgive, I think.
can forgive.
Yeah.
I want to move forward
I do
and be on level
And we
ground,
can't move
but-
forward if you keep lying.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when
Because I don't hold grudges at all. At all.
me neither.
Unless
But
you
if-
lie.
Unless you lie.
No, but if there's like something, like sometimes things happen when things don't make sense and you kind of go, this is not the truth. Something is not right. It's not adding up. And then
They
you're
don't come
just
clean.
completely confused.
Yeah.
Don't come clean. The truth always comes out. And once the truth comes out, you go, oh my God,
Isn't that
it all
crazy?
just fell together. Now I know. Now I realize, oh my gosh, you're such a liar. I can't stand you at all. Because had you said it in the beginning,
You was like,
no problem.
and I feel vindicated.
Yeah.
Finally, I was right. I only
Scum
wasted
sucking sack of shit.
6 years of my life with you.
Dun, dun, 24. Dun, dun.
People who can't take no for an answer and will push you to agree or accept what they say.
Oh my gosh.
How bad do I want to punch you in the face? Right
What I don't understand. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, well,
And they're like, they won't drop
you
a
can
subject
yeah.
until you agree with them. You know what I mean?
Like agreeing and just being like, whatever? Or like,
No,
okay,
like
you're
they're
right.
always right.
we're having a disagreement about something, and doesn't matter what you say. I'm just going to try to keep on talking to you about it until you see it my way. And if you don't see it my way, I'm going to keep on talking to you until
and
you see
probably
it my
get
way.
louder every
that
time.
sounds
Louder.
exhausting.
It's extremely exhausting. I don't know.
I've walked away so many times when that happens.
I'd be like, whatever.
But what about when they don't let you walk away?
That's a
Oh my God, who
toxic
doesn't let you walk
situation.
away? What do you mean?
No, I have somebody that follows me and like will just continue because
Yeah, there's
I
people
deal with
who will
somebody
tag
like
that
that
shit
at
on.
work, and it's like
I don't
Okay,
have time for
stop.
that. I'd be so exhausted.
just like I have. There's ball gags right over there, and
And I will
one in
use
your
it.
mouth.
I have
use it.
absolutely no problem putting you in a corner, tying you up, and putting a ball gag.
Maybe
in your
that's
mouth.
what those kind of people need.
All right. Maybe I should try that.
Probably. Then it turns into this amazing sex thing.
Oh
which is
my
not
God.
good. Then you guys are
I
back
really want
together.
to test this. Can I
Then you
test
don't
this on
care
you,
anymore.
please?
Then y'all are dating again. It just starts like it's a bad cycle.
I just need it.
So,
I need it so
Bernie.
I'll know if somebody purchases it. I'll tell them how to use it.
But she's got big boobs. So
yeah.
great booty
They're
and
fake, big
great
fake
ass and big boobs. It's good.
People who can't accept criticism when they fuck up and affect other people's lives.
So it's amazing, right? I think sometimes it comes down to, I think delivery sometimes of people, because nobody likes to be told how they fucked up, especially when we know we've fucked up. I think, it's hard to be, when you fucked up, to have someone kind of doing it at you. But if you fuck up really, the best thing to do, and I'm not the king of this, is to try to like acknowledge it.
But why is that so hard?
To
Acknowledge that you made a mistake.
Pride. Men have pride.
Pride.
Hispanic men have pride.
That's
It's
right.
What Cheesemo thing. My dad was like the worst at that.
So you can't, you don't like to be like, okay, I messed up.
You don't like have somebody point
not-
out that you messed up?
No. So I can think of like my ex-wife, whenever I'd mess up, and she didn't all the time. She's not completely a dick, but if just so kind of
Partial.
75%
Partial.
dick. But if I've messed up and I acknowledge it, that extra jabbing of stuff is what no one wants to be jabbed on. So I think that's where it comes down to the pride
It's a
thing.
woman thing, though. Gotta just keep going.
Well, you
They're-
just have to make sure you
Yeah.
know that you messed up and that we were
Are
right.
you sure you're you didn't know that, right? You fucked up, right? Really?
There's part of that, and all guys, I think, and I don't want to stereotype all Hispanic males. I'm a Hispanic male, just for the way, but I think some people, to what she's saying, it doesn't matter how you come at them,
Yeah.
they can't do it. They can't admit that they're wrong, and they can't accept that criticism, that constructive, because a lot of times when we say that to a significant other, someone we're in a relationship with, or even someone we love, a friend or brother, or sister, you're trying to say something to them in a way that you think will help them, because you see something in them that's really screwing up their relationships with other people and their relationship with you, and some people just can't accept it.
See, and I
It's
think
wild to me.
yeah, but I also think it goes down to it. Just I think it goes down to delivery, right? Because it's hard
I
to
was about to
accept
say
it
that.
as it is, but if you can deliver it in a way that doesn't make you feel like you're getting jabbed so hard, I think it's easier.
The truth in love.
That's
But
right.
what's really sucky is when you've told somebody something about that they've done and or what can make it, how they can get through it or do better. And they totally like look at you like, I really don't want to hear from you right now. You're like, you're patronizing me and I just hate it. But if somebody else says it, oh, okay.
It's called being married. That's exactly right. That's how married
Polly
life was.
is sticking up her middle finger, everyone
That's
listening.
Right. Right at the camera. Yeah. It's amazing how true that is.
How about adults who take youth sports way too seriously?
Every day at my job.
Every day. Every day.
Every single day.
I can still I have
Relax.
some, like, memories
funny. It's not
of
going pro.
parents coming off of benches and screaming at coaches and like
Like, what do you
my
think is
God.
happening? Like, what do you think that does? Like,
I think I
embarrasses
kind
the shit out of their kids.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So I've just heard Gary Vaynerchuk, who we follow. I love him. He is so inspiring to me. And he just said that if parents do that, they care more about everyone else than their child.
Amen.
Because they want to impress
Amen.
everyone else instead of accepting who their child really is. And they want to impress the parents, the grandparents, whoever, the neighbors. Everybody else counts more than the
Do
child
people
does.
ever like that realize though that the people that they're trying to impress like don't give a fuck like about what they're doing with their life?
never
Like
do.
I worry about my own self and my life and my stuff so much that whatever anybody else is doing, like I don't give a shit. Like at all. I don't have time to worry about what you're doing.
I think some people, though, it comes down to just insecurity, right?
For
They
sure.
feel bad about their own life and whatnot, so
they
live
live through
vicariously
their
to
children.
kids. Yeah,
What were you
for
gonna
sure.
Or they
Say,
try
Tina?
to make sure that they're involved. They want to show that they're involved in their kids.
So scream.
think there's another part to that from what I've experienced with my job, because my 4 years of playing sports were the greatest 4 years of sports I've ever done my whole life. And I know going through that, like that's over. I had my college experience. That was the camaraderie with my friends, the people I met, the experience, the competitive nature. That was amazing, but that's now done in my life. And I've got a lot of people I work with and a lot of successful business people that live at these country clubs that they're trying to recreate, or they never had it themselves. So they're trying to get their own because they've heard of other people that did it. And like now that I've done it, I don't want to go travel with a bunch of upper 20-year-old guys my age to Florida to play in some adult men's tournament. I mean, college, it was an apex of we're playing for national title. If you're going to go pro, you're playing for either a career, you're playing for a championship of some kind. But that middle ground, if it's not just for fun and these people are hyper competitive, and I mean, I've watched ladies get into a fist fight on the court.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And they are terrible. When I tell you,
Insane.
fist fight where coaches had to go and pull them apart. And if these two ladies had to play the sport for their life, they wouldn't survive. Like they're not good, but it means so much to them.
They're not
that
John
gonna
McEnroe anymore.
I
No.
used to play with someone like that. It's
Just
insane. It's so
psychotic.
embarrassing.
I can, yeah.
So you think the parents do that with their kids because they're trying to recreate the same thing?
They either had a college experience, and that's why I think also parents force their kids to go to the same school they did. They're trying
that.
to get that same thing that they experienced.
Live
They're
through
trying to
their
recreate
kids.
it
Right.
or create it for the first time.
How about people who abuse their power and get away with it scot-free?
Yeah, I think, no offense, but I think police officers do that a lot. They're assholes on purpose because they
Yes.
have a whatever.
They have a gun.
And they just have a title. And then I also feel like teachers, because I hear this from my students, like school teachers, why are you a teacher if you hate children? Like they're said that they're so mean to them. And I almost feel like it's like a power trip. Like, so I'm going to degrade these young people. I'm like, why do you teach then? It's really terrible, I feel like.
A lot of times they get into the educational environment or pick that career, when they're young and in college or whatever, and they have this vision of what they want to do. And I know lots of teachers and educators that they have a heart and a spirit for teaching. And, just like how kids, whenever they first get into school, they're super excited and love it. And then they become demotivated by bad experiences and stuff like that. I think a lot of teachers, a lot of educators get into that.
It happens to them as well.
Man, they get a whiff of the reality, and they become demotivated as well. And they can become very hurt and spiteful and angry.
I just hate the power trip thing. I don't understand that.
Hate it.
Like, relax.
A lot of it too, because I grew up as a child of educators as well as my grandparents. My grandmother was an educator. And so that being said, I grew up as a teacher's kid. So my concept is they're limited. I mean, back then, of course, corporal punishment was totally in school. I mean, you
could spank them.
You could.
Oh, man, we got spanked.
God.
We got spanked all the time.
I'm telling you, I got taken out in the hallway and spanked.
But didn't your parent have to approve that?
No.
We went to private school. Ralph and I went to private school, and they could do it. Buttram.
That's not a thing in Austria at all.
Public school too. I went to school, public school and private school.
They beat you guys?
I mean, I know
Like, for
people.
real?
I do know people
You get 3 swats.
who got spanked
No.
with a paddle, but their parent had to approve it.
Yeah.
I can't even
That's true.
imagine.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Well, they would call my parents because, hello, my parents were right there.
No one touches my kids. No.
We'll
Yeah,
see.
someone would be dying.
My parents were like, if you get in trouble at school, guess where you're if you get licks at school, you're going to get licks at home.
I think it's different.
Okay, but
I
if
agree.
I hit my kids, that's different. But no one else is going to touch
But it's
my
also, you got to think, it's also a different time. Like now, I'd kill somebody.
Right.
If I found out someone touched Jet, I'd be,
forget it.
you're going to die.
Yeah.
Teachers
but-
had paddles in their classroom,
Yeah.
and you knew.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to him, by the way.
Oh yeah, happy birthday to
Happy
Bernie.
birthday.
Bacon, he's big 8.
8.
Ooh.
Wow.
I know, he's growing
Okay,
so fast.
how about people that find the utmost joy in saying nasty shit behind others' back?
Women do that the most.
Oh my
the
God,
time.
yes, they do.
Based on
And
y'all's
right
stories
to-
from like the y'all's dance studio and the stuff a couple weeks ago, I was blown away with the stuff the caddy shit.
I just
that people
think
do.
women are nasty, and sometimes it blows my mind that mothers and then grown women, and I've told my students this, it doesn't stop. You're going to be
Never
80
stops.
years old, 90 years
It
old,
doesn't stop.
and women are still going to talk shit and be
Yep.
jealous
That's crazy.
fucking bitches. And it is so frustrating.
What
Jealous fucking bitches. And I don't get it because I am a girl's girl. I love to build women up, and it's amazing because somebody will be nice to your face and literally spin around and talk shit about you like that same moment.
Yep.
It's like Mean Girls.
Yep.
Mean girls are mean and vicious.
Cutthroat.
Guys do stuff like that, but I don't think they do it the way women do it.
No.
No, because women go for the jug. They make it personal.
Yes. It's
Extremely
horrible.
personal. Guys can do it in a generalization kind of way.
Yeah.
That is not personal, but women, we will sniff out your weakness and
terrible.
strip you down and stab you.
I mean, even on vacation,
With the
we're
shank.
on
Oh my gosh,
vacation,
yes,
and
that did
people
happen.
like with their
That's
husband. I
terrible.
mean,
Oh, that's right.
are just being so mean, like in the pool, like
Talking,
obviously
right?
talking about like us, and I'm
As
like,
you're walking in.
what the hell did I do? I didn't even do anything. I'm minding my own business, and you were hating like right here.
By the way, a
Right
side
here.
note, did we ever find out who the blonde was with the older guy that was on the dance floor?
No, they never came back.
I was curious. I'm like, I got to ask him about this.
However, this is about a couple that I filmed that was on vacation dancing on the dance floor. And he
Clearly
looked
different age.
about 85,
Yeah.
And she looked
hopefully.
about
And she looked about
40.
from far away, probably maybe even younger. But when we got closer,
no, her face was pulled tight.
she had a lot
Very
of plastic surgery.
beautiful,
Beautiful, but
I was
older.
going to say she looked very pretty just from what you guys showed, but did it look like they were together?
Oh, they're married.
they're married. They're very, very together. But I wanted to
So-
know more, but they never came
I
back.
wonder how many billions of dollars they
Yeah,
had.
Yeah,
Lots
she
of
watched
billions.
him like a hawk.
Oh,
too,
yeah.
no matter where he
went to get a drink.
She's not letting you two hussies get around.
You don't need another trophy wife.
stared at him. the
stared
whole time.
hard.
I see
Trust
you.
me, I don't want your old husband.
I don't want your billionaire.
Give me the idea.
Okay?
Just one of the billions.
Can I have a billion?
I'm gonna have to ask y'all.
I'll take a couple mil. I don't need a bill.
If I was single, I look at him.
Oh my God.
What?
Just saying. Hey, no, I'm just saying. I'd look.
Are you
$1 million.
serious? Mom, hold on.
It's like, hold on, let's talk about this.
You're telling me right now
Life choices, Mom. Let's talk about
you're
it.
Mom.
single. We're at that same place.
Hey, Mom doesn't want to work. I'm just saying, Gino.
You talked to that guy?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Hey,
She was.
He was at least 85, if not he was 85 to
If you think
105.
about it, it's probably good business because she's like, give it a good
Couple
5
years.
years.
Another 5 to 7 years.
You can't get a hard
5
on.
years of work.
They're not going to be having sex.
That's not
You're
necessarily
set
true.
for the rest of your life. So this.
That's not necessarily true. That's not
know.
With Polly's help,
necessarily
you'll
true.
be fine.
I've got pills.
That's
I
right.
have supplements.
Hey, you may not ever have to work again.
Exactly.
I want to
There are
work.
toys.
Well, I'm
you
just
don't
saying, give
have
it a
to
good, give it some time. She's like, oh my God, I can put in a few good years.
Oh, yes,
Right.
Yeah.
I can lay there and say, woohoo.
It won't. Yeah.
Anyways, how about people who say, "Oh, it's their job to clean up after me"?
Oh, I hate
I think
that.
that's
I
so
hate
rude.
that. I hate
I don't
that.
think I've ever heard that.
Because I'm that girl that has to usually clean up after them. I've
should
been
not-
that girl.
So here are the rules: you don't leave soda spilled everywhere, and not even attempt to clean it up. You don't leave rolls and rolls of toilet paper all over the floor in the bathroom.
It's just disrespect.
Don't leave bags of popcorn and drinks and popcorn all over the floors and seats.
Just talk about nasty, dirty people.
No,
I don't think it's
People
people
that just
leave
don't,
it.
that just leave their shit.
Well, I've been to like a restaurant and with people, and I kind of try to. I'm like, I'm gonna,
Put
the
things
sugar
together,
pack. Like, we're not
yeah.
trying to leave like a disaster. And I have like I've been moving it, and someone's been like, I'm not doing that. That's the waitress's job. I'm like, well, I mean, I can kind of like
Yeah, but
stack
it's
it.
like you could be nice about it because I've been that waitress. When I first worked at Pizza Hut, people with kids, like God bless them, they would always bless their hearts. You know what bless that heart means? They would have kids,
funny.
the babies, and they always get them spaghetti.
Yeah.
That's of course at that time I had carpet.
Oh my
Spaghetti ground on the floor.
That's right. It's easy to
Spaghetti
grab.
everywhere. It's all over the place. No attempts were made to clean up after themselves
And I
or
think
anything like
When
that.
you go to the movies, they're just saying like, don't leave it trash. Like at least take it. There's a trash
There's
can.
a trash
You can-
can as you walk out the door.
There's this
for
thing
God's
about
sake.
bringing the grocery cart back.
That's
Yes.
annoying to me too. Yeah.
I won't bring it back. Just saying.
I'm
I'm not walking this hot ass weather. I'm not
I
bringing
did
it
not
back.
used to do it, and then someone told me it was super rude. I said I didn't
I
never
take it
know,
to-
and now
I
I
actually-
I take it to the
putting
cart
back.
thing though.
Well, yeah, but
But I
that's
get
what
to-
I mean. No,
Yeah.
they're talking about people who leave it just in the middle.
Oh no, I don't
Just
do that.
walk
I
away.
definitely don't do that.
I mean, you're gonna
take
hit
it
somebody
somewhere,
else's car. It's rude.
but- Yeah.
No.
You can take the extra 5 steps, bring it to the cart.
Totally
thing.
agree.
Yeah.
How about managers firing competent workers to secure their own position because they feel threatened?
I don't know that.
Been there.
I bet.
I don't get that. But
Ralph does the firing.
I don't fire anyone.
I bet you don't.
No. Don't.
He's making sure everyone works to their
right.
best.
I can see that.
I don't know. I can't think of some words today.
Potential.
Potential. Thank you. Wow, you guys are so nice to me today. Sometimes they let me struggle. Like
Sometimes I can't think of it myself. I'm not trying to like. I'm gonna make my mom struggle on this word. Just watch her. I'm not doing it on purpose.
There you go. Almost. There you go. Keep going.
That's what I
You
feel
got
like
it.
sometimes.
He's a good girl. He's a good girl.
Aw. So mean, y'all.
I do not do that.
That's Marcella.
People being assholes to servers, hosts at a restaurant.
Hate that.
I will like
I think
drop
that's
your
so
ass.
mean.
Drop your
Very.
ass if you're gonna be because
That's the worst. I
And
hate
it's so
it.
uncomfortable
It's
when you're with
embarrassing.
people like that. You're like,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You're apologizing
Actually,
for him. Don't
I've-
spit in my food, please.
I've left.
Spit in her.
I've left because the
It
person
don't-
was being so rude. Person that we were sitting with, and I just literally looked at everybody and
But
said,
I
I'm
wish
done.
someone could tell me why they feel the need to be rude to like a waitress or a
Because
bartender.
they think they can.
Because they can. Because they think they've hyped, well, because this particular person
You're my
that did
servant.
that
my
what
servant.
has a culinary degree, and so because he thinks that he's got this degree that he can treat everybody like he would treat his prep cooks in the kitchen. I'm like, you're not Gordon Ramsay, bud. Dude, you don't have Michelin stars attached to your name. So as far as I'm concerned, you're just being a rude asshole.
But even normal people, like, I mean, just anyone, I don't understand.
They think that it makes them look
tough,
special.
And, like they're so cool. How about people that say rude things and then follow it up with, sorry, that's just me. I'm blunt.
Oh my fucking God. I hate that.
Yeah,
our dad was that way.
What's another thing of saying something blunt? I'm just honest.
I'm just honest.
Just an asshole.
Just honestly an asshole.
Maybe just keep your honesty to yourself.
I used to drive me insane when I hear that stuff because we all have quirks about us, call it that, but just to be like a dick or rude or
it's one thing to have an eccentricity. It's another thing to be an asshole.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How about people who litter but then act like they care about the oceans on social media?
I have to laugh. I have to love when I hear celebrities. For example, the one that gets on our skin, I know everyone loves this guy, but like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know you want to say all the time.
Lance was just talking about that.
I hate that because he's just like, oh, the environment. The fucking flies a private Jeep, whatever airplane.
We had this conversation.
He goes on a fucking yacht everywhere, and it's just like, and I mean, it just drives me insane. It equally drives me insane when you have celebrities who think that their political bullshit makes me think like because Kanye West does this or because some fucking whoever votes for whoever, like it doesn't make me think, so awesome. But anyways,
it's true.
Yeah, people like Leonardo DiCaprio, and I like him as an actor. FYI,
Marcella loves him.
He's a great actor.
Great
very
actor.
talented.
Very talented, but stupid.
Stay with your.
What you do?
Yeah,
that's right.
It's your job.
I love when simple, hey, just letting you know.
I hate that. I didn't ask you. I did not ask.
So, for example, give an example.
What is a good example? I don't even know it off the top of my head right now. But we talked about this before. But asking me when I'm gonna have children, or just letting me know about what I look like, or just letting me know about anything. Like I didn't ask. If I didn't ask you, why are you letting me know? I don't.
If I didn't ask you, then you need to.
Shut the fuck up.
A little tagline.
That was good.
Hashtag.
We need to get a hat and a shirt.
Oh yeah.
Says STFU.
That's awesome.
That's so funny.
There you go.
I should just hand them out when someone gives me an opinion.
I will wear that.
Go hashtag STFU with
Here's
two
your
Posh
sign.
podcasts.
That's right. Here's your
hat.
Here's your card. We should two Posh STFU.
Yeah.
I'll wear the shit out of that.
And then anytime anyone gives you an opinion, you could just be like,
I got you this shirt. This is good.
People who drive drunk. I don't like that. And texting. I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I've been guilty.
I don't think
of
there's
both.
anyone here who drives and they're drunk.
Nope.
But
Never.
I
don't.
definitely. Yeah, I can text a little bit.
I have not made good choices in that before, but
I think we all think we're better than we actually are. We're
Yeah.
texting. Everybody thinks that I can get this one text in.
I've crashed texting.
So Ralph will
One letter. One letter.
Wow. Doesn't take much distraction. At
No,
all.
it was very scary. And I was on the phone and a girlfriend of mine thought her phone wasn't working. And she said, can you text me? Because she was fighting with her
my
boyfriend. And I was like, yeah. So I looked down and texted one letter, looked up, and it was like T-boned immediately.
No,
So it
you're
was that
still
fast.
crazy. He's not texting you. He's not texting you.
Yeah.
No, Ralph will get on to me sometimes if we're driving or I'm driving and he's
Well,
in the
I'm
car
sure
with me.
you've.
And because of the accents and stuff he's seen, I may
sure.
quickly respond. He's like, dude, just let me respond for you. And I'm like, yeah, I've let him respond one time for me. Usually I'm like, yeah, it'll take 2 seconds. But I'm trying to get better about not being
Put the phone down, dude, is what I'll say. Let's say, you just that distracted driver. You look down at your phone for 5 seconds. You traveled 100 yards.
Which always kind of makes me
Scary.
What angers me about that is look inside of a police officer's car.
No, it's same thing in the fire chief's car. Like in my
So much technology right there.
Yeah.
And they're expected to do all of the things that they tell us not to do. And then I see that.
You're
and I'm
right.
like,
But a lot of that information is accessible while they're stationary. They're driving, sitting somewhere, looking at stuff, doing reports and things like that.
understand
You're right.
that. But at the same time, I kind of feel like sometimes they do drive and
They absolutely do. I mean, and honestly, I'm a battalion chief, and I drive an emergency vehicle in an emergency fashion, and I have a radio, I have a computer, I'm making decisions.
Yep.
I'm listening to things that are going on the radio. There's a mental saturation point.
Yeah.
Do you still see a lot of drinking and driving accidents, or has the Uber Lyft stuff helped at all?
I mean,
or is it still just as bad?
yeah, it still happens. I guess it depends on the place you work, live, the side of town, time of year, time of day. All those things factor in. But this topic to me, I mean, whenever we start talking about texting and driving or drinking and driving, in my mind, all these little things are popping in my head. Different people, fatality, accidents, from people distracted. Little girl dead because the guy was drinking and driving. And usually the guys who are drunk who killed these people, they're fine, or they don't even know about it. They're so drunk that they have no idea you're transported. House. They don't even find out until in the hospital when they're getting checked out and stuff.
Yeah,
or they find out later. And this whole the scene is chaotic. Parents are alive and shattered, and someone's dead, and someone's texting or
isn't that weird how God works with that though? Like the person who's been drinking can kill everybody in the car, but not them. Sometimes you hear about that so much. Isn't that weird?
It is very weird.
That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, a little different show there.
I know. And
how about animal cruelty? How do we feel about that?
When I see animal cruelty, I wish I could find some of the people.
I can't even look at it.
I can't watch it.
I don't understand it. I don't like how.
We just went to the beach, right? And there was a guy with this dog, and the sand was so hot. Like we could barely, we had to run. And he let this dog, the dog looked stressed out. I couldn't even look.
Oh, it's
like it didn't know where to go.
Didn't know where to
step
go.
Was hot.
Yeah.
And the guy
Do they not
chilling.
understand that
It's the same.
It's the same as if you were going to put your barefoot on it.
Yeah, they say on Facebook they're saying
They're
be careful
showing
with
it.
your animals because they get like blisters and it's
Yeah.
Just made me so upset. I had to go. I didn't know what to do.
Ignorant.
Did you guys think about
owners.
saying something to him?
I thought about it for a second, but then I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
This
too.
right here
Should have
is a
been
pure
spoken up.
reason you guys need to have Ralph and I invited Neil's fan vacations. I'm just saying.
What would you have-
You'll say something.
What would you have said? I think you would have.
I promise you, Bernie, I would have said something.
what would you have said? Like in what? How would that have gone?
I mean, I would have had no problem. I would have had zero problem just mentioning, like, hey, your dog's feet are burning, or I mean,
Do you not realize what you're doing?
I would have went over there and said, hey, dude, what kind of dog is that? Or just talk about his dog, ask the dog's name, just kind of get in a little bit of a quick little
I'm
relationship
actually
going
mad
on.
I didn't say something.
No, it's
Yeah,
I mean,
hey, man, you know that-
Stupid.
yeah, I mean, it depends. If the guy is like really, I mean, most of the time, I'm not a massively big guy, but I'm big enough and I look like I'll kill you enough to where if I'm kind, I mean, I'm just saying that's typically the response I get. I'm big enough, I'm tatted up, and I look mean, and I look like I'll fuck you up if we get into it.
Same.
That most people are going to at least attempt to talk it out before they're. And I would make someone feel uncomfortable because as you guys see my social media, I love my dogs. I love them so much.
You love your dogs.
Yeah.
Yes.
So between my
Should
two.
have said something and learned a lesson.
No, the lesson
For sure.
take home is y'all need to bring Ralph and I on all family. That's the lesson. Let's get back on track. We want to go on vacation.
Let's do that. We'd have a blast. Time for penis and pussy talk.
This is Penis and Pussy Talk with Miss Polly.
I feel like we're so stressed.
Okay, so this this came up on vacation. It only came up because I don't remember how.
I
honestly.
said that we should ask it,
Right.
Oh no.
So you go ahead. You ask it, Marcella.
but I don't know how you phrased the word or the
Just
question.
what is it?
Oh, no.
Oh, can you please explain fisting?
Ooh.
Okay.
That was one I've never done with anybody.
So fisting.
Yeah,
So
I've never done that with anyone.
And is that healthy?
Well,
these things.
it just depends.
It's
I mean,
amazing.
if you've got a big hand, it's kind of
Is It really
What if you got no
men
hand? Does
or
it make
women.
It feel better?
Maybe. There are people that really like, I mean, there are size queens
So
out
everyone,
there.
Bernie wasn't a horrible accident, and he
Is missing a hand.
missing a
So,
hand.
yeah, so could I use a limb?
So you
It
could
could
use a
work.
limb.
It would
I mean,
definitely
it
work.
would
That
probably
still
be
count?
easier.
Is that
Yeah.
it could be the size
Dude,
of
you
like
know someone has a fetish for
A
Have
it.
you
really
ever-
big dildo.
Have you
I was gonna
ever
say,
used it like that?
No, never have.
Oh.
Go out on a limb and give it a try.
No, if there's anything going on that hole, that was actually really good.
What an asshole, this guy.
Sorry.
That was so good. If there's anything to go in that hole, it's going to be my myself.
Yourself.
But,
But there are women and
that's so
men.
funny. That was really good.
There
How
are
do you
women.
get so red on everything?
Do I really get red?
It's so red. Like
You
right
have
now,
to-
you're really
You
red.
have to see the videos because it comes through very clear.
It's so funny.
You blush so well.
I don't even.
I didn't even know I got red as a, like I didn't
It's
know I
pretty funny
blushed.
though, because it is. It goes from normal to flush
Sunburned right away.
right away.
Gotta
So
tell.
there are men and women who like vaginal and or anal fisting, where
It really disturbs me because it looks like a puppet.
Sorry, that's really funny. In my life,
There
I've
are-
never
there
thought of
are-
a puppet.
Me either.
a puppet.
What you
I'm
do?
gonna stick my hand in there. Like a puppet.
Don't do the voice while
That's
you're.
right.
I mean,
try to throw
because
your voice.
sometimes it's you just have to be really careful when you are. I mean,
It won't put the
especially if you're a
fingernails.
female, it's fake nails. It's gonna kind of hurt. But you know,
So bizarre to me.
I mean, it's just like people that are really big size queens and like really big insertions of dildos. I mean, they make some really
I see that.
big dildos.
And I always wonder if that is like buyable or usable.
I mean, I've
Gotta
watched
be if they're doing it.
their, research. Like, I mean, there's one called the Great American Challenge, and it's huge.
I
And
just
How
don't.
big?
How we? Yeah. What are we talking
Challenge
here?
is in the name.
Pull it up. My phone's charging.
What is it called?
The Great
the Great American Challenge
Oh,
dildo. Make sure you type the dildo in there, otherwise you might get something
Great-
else.
You're gonna
Probably get a
some
sandwich.
political something.
American
Great American
Challenge.
Challenge.
Dildo.
Challenge dildo.
But doesn't it? Well, she's looking up. Doesn't it come down to? I mean, there's so many nerve endings in the anus. I mean, I'm asking.
Oh, it's the size of like a champagne bottle. Like that? Is that it? No, that's not
Yeah, that
it.
is actually.
I
It's
think that's the
it's,
Puerto Rican version. That
it's,
makes
but
sense.
right.
it's really wide too. I mean, like, but there's people that like, they try to mount traffic cones and
Why?
bowling pins.
Oh, it sounds like Ralph saw this before.
I think
You're surprised at some of the stuff we see.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
and
You
yeah,
can't use that.
well, it's
me
not
see.
going to fit in there. I mean, like, come on, it can be stretched, but there's
like
only
a
so
joke.
much.
But Bernie, I mean, not Bernie, Ralph. When you see something like that, do you go home
Holy
and tell
Jesus, fuck.
like Bernie and your friends and go?
That's a guy.
That's it. I know.
Yes.
That is a guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit,
And well, he probably has a few of them.
Oh my!
dude, that's crazy. Awesome.
Because I mean, it's amazing when you think about things that will fit
My
in your
God.
anus.
No king.
And
way.
It's not
you know,
something I think about very often.
But there was a porn.
12
Show them that.
inches.
I don't want to see.
That's
If it's
insane.
an image of a person with
No,
something big,
It's a real deal. That's
Nah, I
that's
can't.
worth. That's
I don't wanna
as big
see
as
it.
a gallon.
But there is a porn star who just got.
Burn my eyes.
She was really excited because she had 3 dicks in her ass at once.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
How does
What?
How do you manage that?
How do you get
three
the three?
guys?
I think
One in
it-
the bottom, one in the middle, and one at the top.
Yeah, but that's
how?
three
That's 3
guys.
hips.
So you got one small asshole.
But
I mean-
it can, with repeated stretching
Oh, yeah, I'm
and
not-
stuff, it
How
can.
Like,
How do they-
the
how do
three
they
guys just
mount
get that
this?
close?
Well, because she
That's the thing I'm
said-
wondering. Like, how do you mount
She
three?
said that they
This is a
like
major Jenga
anal
operation.
and vaginal fisting. So
Yes.
I'm not talking about from the size perspective. I'm simply talking on the how do you mount? Like, how do
That's what
three-
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Stack
you got
them.
one guy, and she's on top of one guy, and his is coming in here, and then you have another guy that's coming in in the middle, and then you have another guy that's kind of like over him, and then coming into
Man,
the top.
that
These
seems
guys
like
are gay.
that would be very. Not even
They have
this.
to be very
That, I
comfortable
think
with
These
each other.
guys
that's the
are
whole
very
thing.
comfortable with themselves and their
That's
junk.
got to be so uncomfortable. I guess it's for the record.
can
to have
you
three dicks in you.
fist
but-
yourself?
You can.
Yeah, you don't.
If
yeah.
you are flexible and limber enough, you can certainly, work yourself into it.
Acrobats like dancers,
Just saying, gymnasts, dancers,
tennis players.
Tennis players.
Hey,
there is.
I've seen them do tennis balls out of
I've seen
their
tennis balls.
Yep.
So I went to a sex store with my girlfriends, and we did see we got in a little bit of trouble because we took it out of the package, but the fist,
Yes.
it's like that.
It's
And
kind of
it's
like that. Yep.
rubbery. Yeah.
And they'll put the whole thing all the way in, right?
As much as they can.
All right.
That's
Time for the
amazing.
question of the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
The two
puppet.
posh
Lots
girls
of lube.
ask the question
Lots
of the
and
day.
lots of lube. Hybrid lube.
Would you rather get married where you are from or a destination wedding?
Fuck that. When I get married again one of these days, it'll be a destination.
Destination,
Fuck that.
definitely.
Where would you go?
Well, it depends. Do we have unlimited resources?
I was going to say, depends on how much money I have. If it's unlimited resources.
At this show, we have no money issues.
Yeah,
We're
okay.
just going wherever we want.
Oh, man.
if you'd like to sponsor the show and get an
That's
ad,
right. That's
Good. There you
You
go.
could go fund me. Or what do you do?
Gino, you go first because I know you got to go.
okay, I want to get engaged, destination, married, local, so that everyone that I know that I want to be there can go and not have to worry about it.
Remember, money's no option, so everybody.
No, I know. Well, so I can pay for everyone to go.
In this show,
Oh my god!
in this show, your mom is married to the billionaire. In this podcast, so money's no object. Just kidding, Patrick. Just kidding.
Maybe somewhere like the Canary Islands or something that's got a little bit of everything going on. Tropical
Yeah, that's
destination.
good. I'd do something similar, something tropical, and not somewhere probably crazy far. Probably some more people can cut out. and
No
go,
limit.
No limit.
But not a limit on the money. It's more of a limit on time.
They have no limits either.
no limits in there.
Everybody's open to everything.
I'm going to pay for I'm going to pay your salary
That's
while
right.
you're there.
Yeah.
So if I could, honestly, I would go and get married in Austria, where I am from originally,
Really?
because I never got to do that, and that was always something I wanted to do.
Have you guys ever thought about doing like a what's it called?
A renewal.
Yeah, renewal there.
Yeah, we actually just had our anniversary and we talked about it.
That'd be cool.
Sometime.
That would
We
be
could do
cool.
a remote show. Oh,
Yeah.
Well, only because you never had a wedding.
Right.
How did you guys do yours?
My wedding, I'll tell you in another podcast.
Yeah.
It was
That good?
ridiculous. No.
No, it was.
Yeah,
It
no,
was.
I know.
I don't
24
think.
hours.
I don't think my dad either.
No, terrible.
Yeah, so she never really got that. What every girl
I know,
kind of
yeah.
wants.
How about you, Marcella?
I would want to get married probably in Italy or what is the Amalfi Coast or whatever. That
That's
pretty. Yeah.
There we have
I was going to ask.
Carmen. Spider
Yes,
knows
that's where it
Carmen. Her
was.
daughter.
She was just here yesterday or day before.
Oh my god, that wedding.
Their
was
daughter
like,
got married there, and she kept sending me pictures. It was
not
probably
even normal.
the most beautiful wedding I've ever seen.
like
in
a
my
celebrity.
Mhm.
It was so pretty.
Yeah, I think she
Unbelievable.
was there
Celebrity
for
wedding?
a couple
it looked
weeks.
like-
but
it looked
her daughter
better
was
than
there
that.
for like a month.
So who is she?
life. A friend of mine that I met when my kids were little, and now what?
I opened my phone and it was
So your mom would it open up?
I just deleted it. It was
That's
terrible.
so funny.
Um,
I would do destination, and I definitely would not do it here. I think as I've gotten older, my list of people I'd want to be there is
Very small.
dramatically dropped. I don't know. I know money's no object, but I don't know. I would want to do it somewhere in Europe just because I've never been. I have no idea where,
it
but
would be the most
somewhere.
beautiful. I'll help you.
Yeah, you can only plan it out, but it would be somewhere cool and European, and just not anywhere
Nothing
near.
better.
No,
Yeah.
There's
not
nothing
here.
better. That's
Yeah.
the best plan. Miss Polly.
I would get married in Scotland in a castle.
Really? In a
That's
castle.
cool.
There you go.
That would be
And then I would have a big, huge party when I
Here.
came back.
yeah.
I think that's cool. Spider.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to get married, so there's nowhere I would want to go.
No,
I said that in my head before Spider just said he's going to say he doesn't want to get married.
We've been over that before.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you for listening.